this video we are going to learn the new topic geometric progression or sequence. So first of all we should know what is sequence. Sequence is listing the numbers in a particular order. For example 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. If you take the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, here the difference between the following numbers are same. So it follows some conditions. The condition is the difference between the numbers are same. That's why we can say this is a sequence. So now arithmetic sequence. So arithmetic sequence, we say the difference is called a common difference. In geometric progression, the difference is nothing but ratio. The difference are ratio. That is called a common ratio. If you take 3, 6, let us take this example 3, 6, 12, 24 and so on. If you take this sequence, here the first term, that is 3. So we can take A is equal to 3. The second term is 6. So generally we take a term 1, term 2, term 3 and so on. Here term 1 is considered as A, first term. And term 2 is equal to 6, term 3 is equal to 12. See, term 2 divided by term 1. This is called a ratio. If you divide the second term by the first term, if you divide the second term by the first term, you can get one value. That is called a ratio. So 6 by 3, which is equal to 2. 1 time, 2 times. So answer is 2. You can take this is ratio 1, R1. R1 means term 2 divided by term 1. If you take the next one, term 3 divided by term 2. What is term 3? That is 12 divided by 6. 1 time, 2 time. So 2. You may take this is as ratio 2. If you take the next one, term 4 divided by term 3. That is 24 divided by 12. It is also give the same value 2. Look at this, R1 which is equal to R2 which is equal to R3 is equal to 2. That's why we say this 2 is called a common ratio R. If the sequence satisfies this condition, that kind of sequence are called a geometric sequence. I hope you understand. This is the example of geometric sequence. In the next class we are going to learn the problem related to this topic. Come to the conclusion. So I gave you example for geometric sequence. So now the first term A. So how the second term obtained? If you multiply by the common ratio, you can get the second term. So the first term is 3. Already we found the common ratio, that is 2. The common ratio is 2. If you multiply it by the first term, so first term is A, common ratio is 2. So 3 into common ratio, you can get the second term. 3 into 2, 6. Okay. The third term is common ratio multiplied by the second term. What is second term? 3 into 2, 6. So 6 into 2. So 3 into 2 into 2. 3 into 2 into 2. And so on. I hope you understand. So how the following terms will be obtained? By multiplying by the preceding term. Preceding term in the sense the previous term. Okay. So R is equal to 2. The previous term is 3. So 3 into 2, 6. Here the second term is 6. Common ratio is 2. So 6 into 2, 12. And 12 into 2 is equal to 24 and so on. So now we can get the general form of the geometry sequence from this example. So if you take this is first term. So A. What is second term? First term A. Common ratio R. So AR. A, comma AR. The third term is, this is A. And this is R, you know, R into R. R square. The fourth term will be A into R into R into R. So R cube and so on. So the last term or the nth term of this geometric sequence Tn is equal to AR power n minus 1. AR power n minus 1. This is the general term of geometric sequence. This is very important. Tn is equal to AR power n minus 1. So A first term, AR is second term, AR square is third term and so on. The nth term or the last term. We can say nth term or last term of this geometric sequence is AR power n minus 1. And the common ratio, it should be a non-zero constant. R should be a non-zero constant. Exercise number 2.7. The first question, which of the following sequence are in GP? The first subdivision is 3, 9, 27, 81, and so on. So now let us verify whether it is GP or not a GP. So how to verify it? It is very easy. If the common ratios are same, then simply we can say this is a GP. Let's verify it. The first term, you know that A is equal to 3. The second term, that is T2, is equal to 9. And term 3 is equal to 27. Term 4 is equal to 81. So first R1, I told you clearly, this is the first ratio. It is the ratio between second term and the first term. So second term is 9. So 9 by first term is 3. If you cancel this and this, you can get the value 3. Then R2. This is the ratio between the third term and the second term. So third term is 27 and the second term is 9. If you cancel, you can get the same value 3. Then one more, R3. Ratio between fourth term and the third term. So 81 by 27. If you cancel this, you can get the same result 3. So R1 which is equal to R2 which is equal to R3. So the common ratios are same. So the given sequence is GP. So how to write it? R1 which is equal to R2 which is equal to R3 is equal to 3. This 3 is common ratio. Hence, the given sequence is in GP. What is mean by GP? Geometric progression or sequence. Geometric sequence also you can write it. First question, third subdivision. The question is 0.5, 0.05, 0.005, and so on. So first term is 0.5, second term, this is third term. So now it is in the decimal form. Better you can write it as a fraction form. How can we write? So A is equal to, this 0.5 can be written as 5 by 10. 5 by 10. After decimal, one digit is there. So simply you can divide by 10. After decimal, 2 places means 2 digit means divided by 100. After decimal, 3 means divided by 1000. So first term can be written as 5 by 10. And the second term, term 2 can be written as 5 by 100. 5 by 100. Third term is equal to 5 by 1000. 5 by 1000. So the first ratio R1, which means it is a ratio between first term, second term and first term. So second term, first we write second term 5 by 100. Whole divided by first term. We are going to write 5 by 100 whole divided by first term. Better we can write it as a reciprocal. Simply you multiply it by its reciprocal. The reciprocal of the first term is 10 by 5. So this one time, this one time, this one time, this one time. So what do we have? 1 by 10. So R1 is equal to 1 by 10. R 0.1. Okay. So R2, this is the ratio between third term and the second term. The third term is 5 by 100. Sorry. Third term is 5 by 1000 into the second term's reciprocal, that is 100 by 5. One time. These two zeros will be cancelled. So 1 by 10 or 0.1. So R1 which is equal to R2. R1 which is equal to R2 which is equal to 0.1. Therefore, the given sequence is geometric sequence or geometric progression. First question, fourth subdivision. The question is 1 by 3, 1 by 6, 1 by 12, and so on. So, solution R1. This is the ratio between second term and first term. So, second term, that is 1 by 6. The terms are in fraction form. Better we can write a reciprocal. So, first I am going to write 1 by 6. This is term 2. Instead of writing whole divided by 1 by 3, I am going to write into multiplied by its reciprocal, that is 3 by 1. I hope you understand. Instead of writing whole divided by the term, multiplied by the reciprocal of first term. Reciprocal of first term is 3 by 1. 1 times 2 times. So R1 is equal to 1 by 2. R2, that is ratio between the third term and the second term. Third term is 1 by 12 into second term, that is 1 by 6. Instead of writing that, reciprocal. So reciprocal of 1 by 6 is 6 by 1. 1 time, 2 time. So this is also 1 by 2. Hence R1 which is equal to R2 which is equal to 1 by 2. This is R. This is R, common ratio. The given sequence is in GP. Exercise number 2.7, question number 2, first subdivision. The question is, write the first three terms of the GP. The first term and the common ratios are given. First term of the GP is 6 and the common ratio is 3. Already I told you clearly how the second term obtained. It is multiplying the constant, which means the common ratio, by the preceding term. Preceding term is A. So common ratio is 3. You can get the second term. So how to get the third term? The third term is multiplying common ratio by the preceding term. So A is equal to 6. The second term is first term. Second term is first term into common ratio, and third term is second term into common ratio. Second term is AR into common ratio. Like that we can find. First term 6. The second term is multiplying common ratio by the preceding term. So 3 into 6 is equal to 18. And the third term will be common ratio into the preceding term. The preceding term is 18 into the common ratio is 3. So 6, 18, 18 into 3, 54, and so on. This is the required first three terms. Question number 2, second subdivision. A is equal to root 2 and the common ratio R is equal to root 2. You know that the first term is A, that is root 2. Second term will be obtained by multiplying the common ratio by the preceding term. The preceding term is root 2. So preceding term root 2 into the common ratio root 2. Okay, comma. The third term will be obtained by multiplying the common ratio by the preceding term. Preceding term is root 2 into root 2. You know that root 2 into root 2 is equal to 2. Already I told you root 2 into root 2 value is 2 into common ratio root 2. Okay, so it can be written as root 2, and root 2 into root 2 gives 2, and it can be written as 2 root 2. This will be the first three terms of the given question. The third subdivision, A is equal to 1000 and R is equal to 2 by 5. So first we write 1000. The second term will be obtained by multiplying the common ratio by the preceding term. So we write the preceding term 1000 into the common ratio 2 by 5. So it can be simplified. How can we simplify it? Listen, 5 one time. Here 10 means 2 times. So 200 into 5 gives 1000. So 200 into 2. The third term will be multiplying the common ratio by the preceding term. The preceding term is 200 into 2, that is 400 into 2 by 5. 1 time, 8 times. So it can be written as 1000, 200 into 2 gives 400, 80 into 2, 160, and so on. This 1000, 400 and 160 are the first 3 terms of the given sequence. GP 729, 243, 81, and so on. We are going to find the 7th term. We know that nth term formula, that is Tn, is equal to AR power n minus 1. Nth term is equal to AR power n minus 1. This is the general term of the geometric sequence. So here, first of all, we are going to find the common ratio. They said clearly this is GP. So R1 is equal to R2 is equal to R3. Okay. So better we can find R1 alone. So common ratio R is equal to ratio between the second term and the first term. Second term is 243. First term is 729. Okay. So now we are going to simplify it. Better we find the prime factorization. 243. It can be divided by 3 table. So first we take 3. The 24. 8 3s are 24. This is 1 time. Again 3. This is 27 times. 27 into 3, 81. Again 3. 9 times. Again 3. Again 3. Next 729. 3 table. Again 3 table. So how many times? 2 times. 6. Remaining 1. 12 is there. 4 times. 4 into 3, 12. Here 9 is there. 3 3s are 9. This 243 already we have written. So same. This is 243 is equal to, how many 3s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It is equal to 3 power 5. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. 5 times. So here 729 is equal to 243 into 3. So 6 times. 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. This 5 times. This 5 times will be cancelled. So finally we got the answer 1 by 3. So common ratio R is equal to 1 by 3. So Tn, instead of Tn, I am going to take T7. 7th term is equal to first term A R power n minus 1. So n is equal to 7. 7 minus 1 is equal to 6. So A is 729 into R is 1 by 3 whole power is equal to A, that is 729 into R power n minus 1. N is equal to 7 minus 1 gives 6. The 729 is 3 power 6. So 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 divided by this 1 power 6 can be written as 1 and 3 power 6 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3. If you cancel, you can get the value 1. So term 7 is equal to 1. Exercise number 2.7, question number 4. Here we are going to find the unknown value x. The sequence is GP, they said clearly. The first term of the GP is x plus 6, second term x plus 12 and third term x plus 15. We know that R1 which is equal to R2 because since it is GP. Since it is GP, therefore R1 is equal to R2. So now, how to find R1? This is the ratio between second term and the first term. So x plus 12 whole divided by the first term, that is x plus 6, which is equal to R2, that is ratio between third term and the second term. Third term is x plus 15 by x plus 12. If you simplify, you can get the result. So better we do cross multiplication method. X plus 12 into x plus 12. we do cross multiplication method. First we multiply this x plus 12 into x plus 12, which is equal to x plus 15 into x plus 6. It is in the form of a plus b whole square. We know that a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square. B is equal to 12. 12 square value 144 plus 2ab. 2 into x 2x into 12. 2 into 12 24 into x, which is equal to this one, x into x, x square, x into 6, 6x, plus 15 into x, 15x, plus 15 into 6, that is 90. Okay, so now this x square plus this x square plus will be cancelled. So 144 plus 24x, which is equal to, you can add this and this because they are like terms. So 15x plus 6x is equal to 21x plus 90. (144) plus 24x is equal to 21x plus 90. Better we can take the variable term left hand side and the constant term right hand side. So 24x minus this plus 21x becomes plus minus 21x is equal to 90 minus 144. So 24x minus 21x is equal to 3x, which is equal to 90 minus 144. What is answer? 144 minus 90 means 54 minus 54. So 3x value is minus 54. X is equal to minus 18. X is equal to minus 18. So we know the value of x, that is equal to minus 18. If you assign the value of x in the sequence, you can get the geometric progression. So x is equal to minus 18. Minus 18 plus 6, comma, minus 18 plus 12, comma, minus 18 plus 15, and so on. Minus 18 plus 6, it gives minus 12. 18 minus 6 is equal to 12, so minus 12. Here minus 6, minus 18 plus 12 is equal to minus 6, and third term is minus 3. This is the required geometric progression. I hope you understand the today concepts and the problems. Learn properly, learn regularly. I'll meet you with a new topic the next class.